there just has to be a good explanation for these goofy ass man.
You're crazy. Am I? Yes. Am I? Yes. Am I?
So once again, another TikTok video, and I think TikTok's become the breeding ground for this kind of behavior. It's another video of, let's say, two friends, a black man and a white woman, in which the black guy is going on like a prat.
Here are some things that you should know before dating black men. For some reason, they're really sensitive when it comes to talking about black culture.
Not me.
Yes.
Okay.
They use the N-word and you just have to be okay with it.
Yeah, that's true. You gotta, but
you can't use it.
I don't. That's true.
You can never touch their hair. You don't have hair. Oh, and you should never say that to a black person.
Yes, definitely don't say that.
Following on from the video I did about a month ago, talking about those white women that was had that chat in their chat room thing, disrespecting black men, yeah? Right. I did state that there are goofy black men out there like this, yeah? Because I'm not going to deny, yeah, that there are a few goofy.
The only N-word I call my boyfriend is nice. I love you, my nigga.
Black guys out there that do some, what I say, extraordinarily strange things, right? In order to be accepted in white society. And what I would say is that for a lot of those guys that you see on the TikToks and whatever out there embarrassing themselves, yeah, you'll tend to find that a majority of them live in very much white spaces. I wanted to kind of like think about how it is these guys are like this in the first place, right? And something that I thought about was something that reminded me when I remembered, should I say, when I was a few years younger. And what it was is that for a lot of, let's say, my parents' generation or my grandparents' generation, yeah, what it is that they work very, very, very hard. Yeah, they pulled themselves up by the bootstraps, did all the bending over and the yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir, right, in order to get themselves in a better position in life, so to speak.
So, Carlton, how's the soccer scene?
Well, I may be moving up from JV to varsity, but...
For me now, what I started to think is this. It reminded me of the old saying back in the day where when you make it, or if black people had this saying that when I want to make it, I want to make it to get out of the hood.
I'm a black man in Beverly Hills.
I am the American dream.
This is it. Our new home, new beginnings.
And that suburb was tended to be generally white, in a white area. So I started to think, are these young black men today who are in their 20s and 30s now, right? Because this is when are these the products of that generation of parent who worked hard, got themselves out of the bad neighborhood, moved into what they perceived to be a good neighborhood, and raised their black children around white folk?
Now, the conversations I have with my sons are interesting because, you know, they weren't raised like I was. I'm straight out of Compton, and I don't just mean I have the T-shirt and I saw the movie. I have it on my birth certificate. I was always, right? I was raised knowing I was black. I have to tell you that my sons had to be taught. I had a conversation with my youngest son once and explained to him that he was black, and he was like, no, I'm light brown. And I was like, well, let me explain to you what this means.
And by doing that, what it is they've put that black child in the position where, so they've raised that child around around white folk, and let's say not kept in tune with their blackness.
Oh, yes, listen, darling. Listen to the violins. beautiful. Ah. The oboes will be coming next.
And not giving their child a representation of, let's say, how they were brought up.
Come on, baby, get on the soul train.
Oh, I love this kind of dance. It makes you feel so young.
Yeah. So now you'll find that black kid grows up having a white experience, thinking that not understanding really truly.
All right. The other percent is I want them to understand where his history comes from, and they have to understand that things are just different for us.
Between how black people are perceived in society and how white people are perceived in society. And this black person grows up, yeah, tending to be what I would say the entertainment. One woman says, I'll F with a black guy and date one for a bit, but I'd never marry him, yeah? And all that says to me is that, you know, at the end of the day, she loves the BBC, right? And not the corporation, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that she can't genuinely like the guy. I'm not gonna say that. And they could have the same interests and everything, right? And she could just probably find him attractive for whatever reason. Preferences, right? But as society in a whole, like the woman says,
in my experience and all the other white girls that I know, we don't think that getting attention from black guys gives you a status of some sort.
So for this black guy now, growing up in this environment, I'm just kind of putting it down to, is it due to what the parents did? You know what I'm saying? Because truth of the matter is, a black person raised in a black environment or within the black community would never act this goofy. Well, I would say never, but I would say the 95% of the time wouldn't be acting in this way, right? Because he'd get run out of town.
No, man, you can't be doing that.
Something like that, man.
Listen, white girl or no white girl, I want to know where the hell have you been?
Not there, because that's where people who swear go.
Thank you very much. I be thinking that somebody in this room is selling out. I say we kill him. Shut the door. It's gonna be all right, baby. Don't look.
If he was acting that goofy, right, he'd know about it. Yeah, there would be no acceptance of that kind of goofiness around other black people, right?
These corduroys.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush. And you might not see it.
May I help you, sir?
Hello, fellow person of color.
Right, but what you'll tend to find is that in a multicultural environment, what you'll tend to find is that a white person would more likely take on black attributes rather than a black person take on white attributes in a multicultural environment. So let's say, like I said, it's gonna be a white person that happened to live amongst or in an area where there was a large black community. What you'll tend to find is they would take on black attributes rather than the other way around. Know what I mean? Bearing all that in mind, yeah, again, it posed the question to me, is it the actions of the parents who have worked all their life and done what they consider to be the best for their child actually resulted in having a goofy child like this guy here?
3. It's actually a good one. If you have kids with a white girl, you're gonna have some beautiful little mixed babies. So I'm gonna just go ahead and throw that out there. That's what you should know.
Know what I mean? That's all I'm asking. But let me know what you think in the comments below. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since a video, so I'm a bit rust there. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.
Yes. Am I? Yes. Am I? Yes.